Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ishtiyaq and today I'll be talking about what makes you a sneakerhead. Now before we get to the video, here's a disclaimer. Your opinion about yourself should matter the most. What anyone else thinks of you is not that relevant. As long as you feel that you are a sneakerhead, no one else can deny that. So here are my 5 reasons or 5 things that actually makes you a sneakerhead. So the very first thing that comes to my mind is that you're not restricting yourself to a particular brand. If you restrict yourself to a particular brand, you are more of a fanboy than a sneakerhead, and you should not look down upon anyone who is wearing something which is a non-branded article. So that's how a lot of people actually start or get into the sneaker community. So my personal experience has been the same. I started wearing sneakers from roadside stalls, then I gradually moved into outlets, and then I started buying hyped sneakers. So that has been my journey in a nutshell. So till this date, I am not a fanboy. I still buy sneakers on the basis of their aesthetics, and every shoe has its own credibility as such. So that's what I look for before making that purchase. Second and very most important point that I want to talk about is the hype culture. So you should not be buying sneakers just because it is hyped. Buy sneakers that you actually feel that are aesthetically good looking, or they have a good colorway, they have the comfort level as well, they have a history to it. And very important, do not go over your budget. If your budget is somewhere in the range of 1500 to 2000, do not buy something just to impress your friends. Do not give in to the peer pressure, and especially if you are a dependent. So if you're a student or you're unemployed, you should not be buying hyped sneakers. So do not live your sneakerhead life on credit, and unless you're actually born with a silver spoon in your mouth and your parents can actually support your dreams, or you can say they can support your hobby of sneaker collecting. So yeah, so just the other thing that I actually thought about was the alternatives as well within the brand. So these companies such as Nike, Adidas, they are well read, so they know what the economy of a particular country is, and that is why they have entry level sneakers as well. They know what their target audience is, and you would see that a Nike shoe which is in the range of 1000 to 2000, that is produced in huge quantity, as compared to a Nike Air Jordan which is limited to certain thousand pairs. So if you want to stick to a particular brand as such, or if you want to buy a branded article, what I would suggest is that you should always look for alternatives within the brand. So if your budget is somewhere in the range of 4000 5000, do not just buy a Nike Air Force just to get into that sneaker community. You can still be a part of the sneaker community if you stay in your lane. Okay, so you can particularly buy something like Nike Court Vision, which is almost the same looking pair. Okay, it may not be the exact looking pair, but it shares similar aesthetics as well. Perforated toe box, then it has the same not round, but slightly oval shaped toe box, similar to that of a Nike Air Force. And speaking about Adidas as well, if you can't afford to buy a Stan Smith, just go for Adidas Neo. Obviously, the materials will not be the same, but the comfort is more or less the same. It's not that uncomfortable as such that you perceive it to be. The third thing that comes to my mind when it comes to being a sneakerhead is that the anatomy of a sneaker. So it's not rocket science, but if you know the terminology such as toe box, eye stays, aglets, then you have the heel area, the insoles, midsoles, the outsole. So if you know what your sneaker anatomy is, that actually makes you or gets you qualified to be a sneakerhead. So yeah, I learned it from my own experience by watching videos, by checking what the product description is on the website. That actually helped me in increasing my knowledge. So now when I buy a sneaker, I look for aesthetics as well. It has to be a flat shoe. I do not prefer sneakers with huge heels, or you can say large heels like a platform. I do not really buy those. Occasionally I may go for something like that, like a platform like sneaker, but not always. So I stick to what I like in terms of aesthetics, and I do not deviate too much. Now the fourth important thing is let me think. Sorry, I usually make these videos like a one take video rather than having a script as such. So the fourth thing that I would say is having the right knowledge, or you can say buying sneaker for every occasion. So sneakers are meant for certain occasions as such. There are lifestyle sneakers, there are sneakers which are specifically meant for gym, which are also known as gym trainers. Then you have your plimsolls that you can wear on your everyday activity, like for walking, or attending a party or a casual outing as such. So stick to your plimsolls, your loafers for occasions like that. Then you have your basketball sneakers. So Air Jordans are a pair of basketball sneakers. However, the technology is outdated, so that's the reason you won't find them on the basketball court anymore. No one really plays in Air Jordan 1 these days. They all rely on the newer iterations of the Air Jordan, or may go for something technical as such. So even when you're lifting weight, the Nike Metcon is a very good option. Similarly, you have the same kind of shoes in Reebok as well as Adidas. So there are weightlifting shoes as well. If you're a heavy lifter, you should try buying these sneakers. These sneakers are obviously a bit more expensive, but you can always find cheaper alternatives in your local brands as well. Like if you go to a sports shop, then you can buy something from Sega, which has sneakers for that specific purpose. So yeah, that is the fourth important thing: knowing what to wear, when to wear. That makes you a sneakerhead. Now the very last thing that makes you a sneakerhead is how you maintain your sneakers. So cleanliness is next to godliness, and I truly believe in that. There are many rappers who actually claim that they like their sneakers dirty. Maybe it's for the effect in a song, but that's not really true. You cannot be wearing dirty sneakers to a very posh place. Try to maintain your sneakers well. Subconsciously, that is the very first thing that people notice about you. So if you have clean sneakers, you present a good vibe, and everyone looks at you with a different approach. Maybe they have certain respect for you as well, which is unspoken. The kind of sneakers you have, like very clean sneakers. It's not easy though. The reason being, if you are traveling in a train, which or taking any other mode of public transport, it is very difficult to maintain that cleanliness. Now just imagine, I mean, if you can afford a 15,000 or a 20,000 pair of sneakers, then obviously you should be able to afford your own ride. I'm not trying to pull you down by saying that, but this is what I do. I also take public transport as well. So while commuting to work, I carry my sneakers in my bag, and once I reach office, and then I wear my sneakers. The other thing that you can do is possibly apply stain repellents on your sneakers. So these stain repellents provide an extra layer of coating. So if there is a you can say just a smudge, you can possibly just wipe it off with a dry cloth, or maybe just dampen the cloth with water and then just rub it off. It will take care of your sneaker as well. And once you come back home, you can always clean your sneakers by using a toothbrush, or a soft bristled toothbrush rather, and just clean it with water as well, and that will do the trick. So yeah, so maintaining your sneakers is very important, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, or maybe if you agree to it, you can just leave a comment down below, and see you next time. Bye bye.